matter. But Chicanismo, being brown,
Yeah.
um, that is such. It's so deep because we're essentially in the media. We're a monolith.
Yeah.
But when you exist as a Chicano, you know that there's so many different genres of us. You have the rockero fools,
Yeah.
you have the pinche lowrider fools, you have the goth fools, you have the cholos, you have just the movie fools like you know, like art fools, anime fools. You got every single shade of every single person. You go to Mexico, it's the same thing, dude. Literally, you have the EDM fools, the techno fools, the tlacuaches. Yeah, you got everything, dude. And so we are not a monolith, man. And that is one of my goals with this as well too, is to encourage people to find out their chicanismo, but realize that you don't have to be anything else to fit in.
Yeah.
You can be yourself. Your personality and your identity as a Chicano can be one together
For sure.
wherever you go.
All right.
First episode, man.
First episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bienvenido a Conchas with Chicanos or something.
Conchas with Chicanos, politics with Chicanos, no sé. We'll figure it out.
Conchas y politics.
Conchas y politics. We originally wanted to call it Taco Talk. We were supposed to go to taco restaurants and
Yeah, we were. I mean, this is still a restaurant.
It's still a restaurant. They do
but-
breakfast tacos.
We weren't able to get tacos, so but we got some conchas.
We got some conchas.
I'm excited to try these. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So, I am Sergio Javier Alberto.
and
I'm a Chicano. Eddie, what?
Eduardo Rios.
We're both artists as well.
Yes, sir.
I do film, and sometimes a little bit of photography. What do you do?
I do music and I do a little bit of photography as well.
Yeah, Los Calaveras. We got pictures, music, and art, and film, and politics, and we've been talking a lot about just in general, like shit that's been going on.
Yeah.
Decision behind just doing something like this. Like I feel like we both experience the same. Like, oh yeah, we are both interested in politics. We want to learn more about it. We learn about our own culture and background and history, and are a part of all of these things. We go to protests, rallies, all these things that we can, but online it feels like
One side is dominating the narrative.
and there's a lack of just brown people like discussing brown people shit.
On both sides as well.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I can relate to almost anybody, even on people on my side. So just to clarify, I identify as being center of left. Now, whatever that means to anybody out there with all the identifiers or whatever, that's where I lean. That's what I believe in. I believe in, rights for immigrants. I believe in trans rights, homosexual rights. Let's get free housing.
Whoa, you're an extremist.
Yeah, right. I'm an extremist. I want to take care of people, dude.
Yeah.
And
So literally, I try not to think too much about the political compass. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's all,
Yeah,
most of the time it's just bullshit.
It's literally bullshit.
What was considered extreme, like
Obama.
during the civil rights era,
Oh yeah,
like-
man.
desegregation was extreme. So it's always this weird thing of like something I often hear is like being a leftist is just like being right way too early,
Yeah.
because eventually everyone else comes around. Then everyone is starting to like recognize, oh, we shouldn't be committing a genocide.
No, we should not be.
Oh, we shouldn't inhumanely detain and deport people who might or might not be undocumented. I certainly felt like there was no Latino voice. There's not a single Mexican out there that I feel covers politics, discusses this stuff, but it's also like a prominent voice,
Yeah.
I would love to see more Mexicans, more Salvadorians, more
Latino voice.
more Latino voices,
Yeah.
people who are immigrants or children of immigrants talking about these things, because as citizens we have certain privileges, we have certain rights that currently aren't, they are being like trampled all over, but we're supposed to have rights as citizens. And so now we're here, and what are we?
Kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Kind of stuck in this perpetual cycle of not knowing where we are and belonging at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a really, really weird place to be in, especially Latinos.
Yeah.
One thing though, I did want to say first and foremost was thank you so much to the people hosting us over here
Yeah.
at Casa Bakery. Yeah, they got
Casa Bakery y Restaurante.
a restaurante over here on Hogan Street
Yeah.
in
Houston.
Houston, Texas. In
Yeah,
Houston, Texas.
We're Houston Chicanos, but you come from California.
Yes, I do.
Where from?
California, Orange County.
Orange County, OC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a predominant like Mexican community.
You know, so we have some like in Santana, for example. Yes, there is like a huge Chicano Mexican population. In Costa Mesa too as well.
Yeah.
I live in Newport Beach and Costa Mesa, so I live like right on the border of those. And then Huntington Beach was over here too.
Oh.
Yeah, so I had a pretty interesting childhood because I grew up mostly in Costa Mesa with like my family and then all my friends were in Costa Mesa, but like I lived in like this dingy little place over here in Newport Beach, so I did see the other side of the Newport like glam life. I saw what we weren't living, and I saw what we were living. And so from a young age, I noticed that weird like
there's a difference of
a
like
huge difference. Yeah.
Oh, my people live here
and your people live there.
Yeah.
But we're not. But we're the ones that work over there.
Yeah, like
we work over there. We keep this whole thing running. But
it's
where's the fairness?
Yeah, it's a different form of like segregation.
Yeah.
Like yeah, segregation is illegal now. You can't say Black people aren't allowed or Mexican people aren't allowed, but it's sometimes implied, I feel, with the types of jobs we get.
Yeah.
Or the types of jobs we're offered. Because there's certainly like a bias, I feel like, in real estate as well. Like there are countless stories of like, oh, a Black woman we were paying higher rates or something.
Paying way higher rates.
Yeah, than a white woman would, and this sort of stuff that is like, oh, how do I don't know, man. That it's such a weird thing that like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you mean I gotta pay more for a house that white person doesn't have to pay as much?
Yeah.
A weird form of legal segregation of just continuing to separate people for whatever reason. That always stems from white supremacy and patriarchy.
Yes.
Because of that, a lot of Latinos who become citizens or are already citizens get that proximity to like whiteness.
Yeah.
And they start to see how different they start to be treated slightly by certain people. And then like it becomes like a fucking hamster chasing the wheel. Let me gain more validation because all my life there's been this separation and now we are being validated by white people.
Yeah.
And the more we chase that whiteness, the further away we go from like culture.
Yeah. I would add to that, it's not even just that. I'd say it's the power and money. The fact is, even the most vile rich racists out there can still hang out with Black people as long as they have money.
Yeah.
Even Mexicans or Hispanics and Latinos.
Yeah.
As long as they're up there, they're hanging out in like the White House or some shit.
Yeah, ultimately it is certainly.
You got money. You can buy yourself in. You can buy your way in.
I mean,
but it's so hard to do that, and is it even worth it at that point? When you lose your identity with that as well.
Yeah, and like recently the what the fuck? Trump did a gold card for like rich immigrants.
The gold card, for
it's like $100,000 a year.
Was that real? I heard something. I don't know if it was implemented.
He signed the executive order.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or if like a person has like $1 million and they get a fast track to citizenship, it's like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
You can buy.
That's crazy. So and then that kind of reinforces this whole like merit system that we're supposedly living in within capitalism. That is just like you have like if you just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you can become a multi-billionaire. When as a matter of fact, dude, working up from the bottom of a company is like trying to fucking swim upstream.
Yeah, the janitor never becomes the CEO.
The janitor never. The CEO.
They're already born one.
Yeah, the CEO's fucking third cousin.
Yeah,
is probably in line to, to be CEO.
Yeah.
By the time you reach manager,
it's
already
like
80 years old.
Yeah, it's like we're still in fucking medieval times.
Yeah,
it's like 100%. These are the lords and kings. And like,
and we're the serfs. Yeah,
and it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Yeah. So it's like this weird fucking whole thing that ultimately is enticing for people to,
Yeah.
especially Latinos and brown people, to be the model immigrant, chase whiteness,
Yeah.
glory, the fame, the class, and kind of becomes a part of like the erasure of our indigeneity.
Or just even our identities.
Yeah, our
Our
identities.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
You
like
lose it in the process.
yeah, it's like born out of survival,
Mm-hmm.
and
Absolutely.
in that survival we erase ourselves, and that's
Yeah.
kind of the whole structure
Yeah.
of white supremacy
Yeah.
and patriarchy.
And a lot of these I guess ideologies stem from the European
Mhm.
immigrants that came over with the I guess what manifest destiny of just like
Yeah.
we have to like get the whole country, but if you kind of realize how the native indigenous lived, they lived a mostly minimalistic lifestyle where it's like I have what I have and that's enough.
Yeah.
Whereas this hyper capitalist society, it kind of encourages you to want more and more and more. And I've been calling it for a long time. It's just growth for the sake of growth.
Yeah, you can't grow
You can't
forever.
just grow forever.
how, like-
I saw someone smarter than me say,
Yeah.
what keeps growing for the sake of growth? Cancer.
Mm.
Cancer does. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what grows, stays one size and is healthy? A human being. We don't keep growing and growing and growing for a reason. Too much of anything, for example, is big. I know that's such a simple point to make, but it's a reality. It's the truth. And
Yeah.
hyper capitalism just encourages it. Just growth and growth and growth and growth. Like let's destroy the environment. Let's mine lithium. Just I don't know, just to make some money, just to make these electric cars or blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like let's do this, let's do more. Why do we have to make record profits instead of why don't we just like stability? Why don't we chase stability? Why don't we pay our employees a good amount of money and let's just stay stable? We don't have to keep growing and growing and growing. But that is more of an indigenous mindset than a European one. That is
Yeah.
bred out of hyper capitalistic ideologies.
Yeah, and you bring up the whole like the European immigrants coming to here with manifest destiny. It's like how is that presented in like textbooks? The
Manifest destiny instead of colonization.
the civilized people came here and taught the uncivilized how to be civilized. And it's like
religion,
Yeah.
things along those
like
lines.
religious structure, systems, all this sort of stuff. And like it's interesting how it's presented, especially in Texas,
Yeah.
because I was born here, and that is a weird experience. It's like growing up here.
Yeah.
We're taught way different shit. They tell us to pledge to Texas.
Really?
Yeah,
Actually?
there's a Texas pledge.
What?
And
I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
yeah, every morning in every school, there's the Pledge of Allegiance to
Uh-huh.
the United States, and then the Texas Pledge. Technically, you can opt out for whatever reason, whether it's like religious. Most of the time, they're like, oh, religious reasons, you can opt out. But like, I wasn't that religious, so I didn't really think about it. So I just
just
went
do
with
it.
it. Yeah,
You
you
just
just
do
do
it.
it because like everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
So like, that's ingrained since early fucking childhood.
Dig into this.
Yeah. No, that shit's good.
So shout out to them for giving us some Conchas
Oh,
to
yeah.
eat while we talk. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. And so like that's ingrained since very early childhood. I never went to pre-K, but I know starting at kindergarten, always in the announcement. And then like there's this whole thing of like, oh, the students, like certain students get to duet over the speakers
Yeah.
and shit. So it makes you feel like extra special when you get to do it.
Yeah.
And so
I
like
do remember that.
yeah, it's like a constant reinforcement of loyalty to an imperialist
Through a reward system.
through a reward system of like value this country more than anything.
Yeah.
And what are the values of this country? Ultimately,
Money.
money.
That's
Money is at the
that's
core.
what it's everything.
Yeah,
I mean, we essentially were started as a country because we were overtaxed by King George, right? Was it King George?
King George, one of them.
The third, second, whatever the fuck it was.
However many they were.
However many there
Fuck
were.
the British.
Fuck the British colonists from that time.
Yeah. Yeah, from that time.
From that time.
Some of them are cool now. Yeah. There's some British Mexicans out there.
Yeah, they got weird accents, man.
It's really interesting.
They got weird
No,
accents.
so shout out to those
Shout out to
homies.
the homies. To
Yeah.
the vatos living over there in
Yeah.
La Inglaterra.
Yeah.
Inglaterra.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
So yeah, it's like
But no, from the beginning, taxes.
Mhm.
That's the reason why the Tea Party, the Boston Tea Party happened.
yeah.
That's the reason why the Revolutionary War happened in the first place, was because of overtaxation without representation. It stems from money. It stems from money. That's really what it is at the end of the day.
Mm.
And it's the only way you can really gain power. But there are many other ways to regain our own power. And a lot of that is represented by Black and Latino and Asian communities here in Los Estados Unidos.
Yeah.
And that is through little brown-owned restaurants.
Yeah.
Like
this.
the one we're in.
Yeah.
This is a very small, very local family-owned restaurant.
And there's like, I feel like I've never been to a single restaurant, like Mexican, mom and pop owned sort of deal, local, where everything is exactly the same. There's always something.
There's always
so
something. Flavor in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever it may be.
Tortas over here are different because they're from Acapulco, whereas the people over here make tacos de Michoacán or Jalisco. Like.
And so, especially here in Houston, where the food is incredibly diverse, this is like the second most diverse city in America.
Yeah.
And so, like, obviously the food is always going to be interesting. And, like, there's so many good ones. And especially locally owned. And that's the whole point, right? It's, okay, we live in a capitalist structure where our attention is money, everything is money, everything's controlled by money.
Yeah.
How do we take power? How do we take control? And not like in a malicious way, but just to keep ourselves safe.
Yeah.
In this like in the police state. How do we form communities and how do we like support each other? Because I forget what it was, but I remember seeing like a graphic about how much money is circulated in white communities versus like Black communities. And in white communities it's circled into there like way more. Because in Black and brown communities there's a Walmart that takes over a fucking mom and pop convenience store or whatever, and the Walmart's owned by a bunch of white people. So like there's always stuff that is like just in a way like Dollar General fucking sucks. But like it's in every corner of like almost every Black and brown neighborhood because they bought out whoever or whatever
was
and
there.
Yeah, and like the prices ultimately like in Dollar General end up being way more than like if you bought it wherever else. And like it adds up more. But yeah, it's like how do we circulate more money within our own communities? Support, and that's like one of the goals of this, of just like supporting local, supporting la raza, la cultura, and also trying to be voices for other Latinos who I feel like struggle with their identity. Because I struggled with mine forever, man. Fuck, being in Texas, Jesus Christ. Like I already went through the whole like Texas pledge, but yeah, there's a whole weird indoctrination of like reject culture, reject your brownness, reject what makes you Mexican, Latino, what makes you, human, distinct, indigenous, like all these aspects of myself. Now I feel like people are kind of waking up a bit more to not just what's going on, but what's been going on. And a lot of people I feel like still are kind of lost, and I have like a lot of compassion for that because I know what that feels like, especially as a kid. And like I would love to have a Latino kid be able to like be encouraged to explore themselves, explore what it means for them to be a child of immigrants,
or a Chicano,
Chicano,
fifth, sixth generation.
Because I'm first gen.
Me too.
yeah, so others have been here for so much longer and have a different experience.
They have a different history too. You know, there was some people, especially here in Houston, were brought in by the Bracero program. Their freaking great grandfather or grandmother, you know, or it doesn't matter. But Chicanismo, being brown,
Yeah.
um, that is such. It's so deep because we're essentially in the media. We're a monolith.
Yeah.
But when you exist as a Chicano, you know that there's so many different genres of us. You have the rockero fools.
Yeah.
You have the pinche lowrider fools. You have the god fools. You have the cholos. You have just the movie fools like you know, like art fools, anime fools. You got every single shade of every single person. You go to Mexico, it's the same thing, dude. Literally, you have the EDM fools, the techno fools, the tlacuaches. Yeah, you got everything, dude. And so we are not a monolith, man. And that is one of my goals with this as well too, is to encourage people to find out their Chicanismo, but realize that you don't have to be anything else to fit in.
Yeah.
You can be yourself. Your personality and your identity as a Chicano can be one together.
For sure.
Wherever you go.
Yeah, and like
wherever you go.
That's something I explored recently. Like, I used to not identify as a Chicano because I always felt like, oh, I don't look the part, or I don't, you know,
act the part,
you know. But what the fuck does that mean? You know, what's been feeding me this idea of like you're supposed to be this way, to be considered a Chicano, when it's not just like a look or a feel or a sound. It's just who you are.
It's who you are.
You're born as one, being like a Mexican American.
Yeah.
And you just are it, and you just embrace it. And what is beautiful about Chicanismo is just like the variations, like you said, because I don't now feel like I need to perform in any capacity. I am a Chicano. I am a filmmaker. You know, I am welcomed and part of the community.
Yeah.
And I don't have to be a fucking X, Y, or Z.
You don't have to be a super Chicano, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, see, you know, we're gonna go to La Fiesta, like how they portray us in like Disney Channel and shit like that. No, you can just be you.
Yeah.
But realize that no matter where you go, you're Chicano.
Yeah.
And then you carry that with you. But that doesn't have to be your defining feature.
Yeah.
But it's a trait of yours.
Exactly.
It's a trait of yours.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like, especially in media, like how we're portrayed, and like the lack of authentic like depictions of us and our stories. And that also feeds into that narrative, like, oh, Latinos are a monolith. Immigrants are a monolith. When
we all have like a drunk tío. And then we fucking, I don't know, party in some backyard and shit. Carne asadas all the time.
I
mean, actually, that was like, true for me, but
there's a lot.
There's like, different people like that. Not everybody got a big family.
Like media, portrayal, stuff like that. And like, there's a lack of it. And when there is, it can be very like stereotypical. Very like on the know, to be like all of these things. And there is subtlety and truth to it, but like there's not enough.
No.
Because okay, you want to depict Latinos in stuff. Okay, well, there's Mexicans, Salvadorians, Brazilians, Ecuador, fucking like
Panama, Guatemala, Honduras.
Yeah, like it's so many Latin American countries and South America as well, and it's like you can't depict people as just one thing, you know. I feel like especially in films nowadays, it's important to have like an independent structure where we are depicted in different capacities. Sometimes we can be more Chicano, more Mexican, like focused, more culturally focused, or it can just be like a Mexican dude or whatever, just portraying like just a person. Because ultimately that's just a person. It just so happens that they're born in a fucking different place and they have a different culture.
Agreed.
And it's deeply frustrating to just like, great. I had an actor friend tell me that he got a asked to audition for a fucking like someone in prison or whatever, and he's a brown dude, Mexican dude, and like sure it's based on a true story, but he's like in prison and like that also plays into these ideas of immigrants being like bad people, of playing into these like stereotypes and these generalizations, and like this is also like a platform and an opportunity to not just like support los Chicanos, Mexicans, and la cultura, but also like check out some other spots. Fucking
Yeah.
I don't know that many other spots actually. I just go to Mexico.
We're gonna be doing our research. That's for sure.
We're gonna be doing our
we're
we're
doing
gonna
our research.
find these places
We're gonna find
because there are certainly such a diverse array of people in Houston, just throughout the United States. Because ultimately, we are just melting pot, and that's the most beautiful part about this country.
Yeah.
And since the beginning, have tried to just strip that away.
Yeah.
To just bland.
Yeah. You know, one thing that doesn't leave, or one defining detail / feature of, I guess, la cultura, or our people, la raza, you know, and I mean this across all the board in Central and South America, is the hospitality of our people when we really do share that common cause. Like, for example, this restaurant that we're in, right? You guys can't see it, but they're over there doing their thing. You have people in the community coming in and saying hi and blah blah blah, because you know this is a spot where the people in our neighborhood, or in this neighborhood right here, they come, they get their breakfast, they get their conchitas, they get their coffee, you know, they do all that, and then they form these relationships with the people that live here. It's kind of like, you know, the small white towns where everybody knows each other's name. It's the same thing, dude. We're all cut from the same cloth. And what will never leave is that hospitality, man. We walked in and we just told them what we wanted to do, and they said, "Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, sure, why not?" And they've been so accommodating. They give us some conchitas. Of course, we're gonna pay for everything here. Some cafecitos, and we're over here, and they're grinding over there. They're working. They're working their butts off. They're doing what they got to do.
They're doing what they love.
They're doing what they love, or what they need to do to support themselves.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's for the community and it's for the culture.
Exactly.
And that will never, ever leave. And that's something that I love about our people so much, is wherever I've gone, and being just a Latino, I have this innate ability to communicate with my people wherever I go and relate to them. You know, whenever I see another Latino in a room, or a Chicano or whatever, I naturally just gravitate towards them. Now, does that mean I only talk to Latinos and Chicanos? No, dude. I love everybody of every single race and culture, ethnicity, and religion, but I never don't feel more comfortable when I don't have another Latino in the room with me. Someone that I feel like, you get where I'm coming from, I get where you're coming from, we'll stick together, type of thing. You know?
Exactly.
Wherever you go, you know.
And that's just, I don't love, I feel, you know? Like, I'm not going to rag on white people too much, but you guys got issues. I feel like a lot of times in white spaces, it can be very, like, hostile. It feels weird being the only person of color.
Yeah.
But that's also, like, a tool of the system. Obviously, like, ultimately, white people are nice. For most of them, a good chunk of them are good people and are also victims of the systems in place.
Poor whites.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah. And there's plenty of like the beautiful like white people who are like in also just almost the same spot.
Yeah.
As the rest of us. And there's also people who struggle who are in trailer parks, but then the systems in their TVs and the news, in offices and leadership positions tell them
we're the problem.
Yes.
We are the problem. We are why your life sucks.
Yeah. It's the immigrants who are the problem. It's black people who are the problem. It's X, Y, or Z, but it's never like
us.
And it's never the elite. It's never the people who have the power, who are in the offices.
that can change their lives.
Yeah, who can very, very simply and easily just sign an executive order to say everyone gets free healthcare, free school, like all these stuff. And obviously there's like the details and all this shit before anybody like is like actually.
I was literally about to actually you because executive orders are bullshit. Actually, they are literally bullshit.
Most of the time they're for show. They can be
that's a Project 2025 bullshit. Whatever, they should go through the House, then the Senate, then onto the White Houses.
No, but it can like what Trump is doing right now, Biden could have done for free healthcare.
Oh yeah.
For getting rid of student loans and like let the motherfuckers fight.
Yeah.
Let the motherfuckers like block it.
Yeah.
Because then that looks really bad on the opposing side.
Absolutely. Let them do it.
Sorry guys, I signed an executive order to give you free healthcare, but the Republicans blocked it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's so like it can be even malicious. It can be for like political brownie points or whatever. Yeah. But it feels like that's just so easy to do, but they still don't do it because the Democrats are still like in lead. Yeah, they still suck.
They suck.
They're just suck. They're just like a little bit nicer Republicans. Mm-hmm. They're not left of the Republicans. They're like they're right next to them.
They're moderate right.
They're moderate.
They've been moderate.
Yeah, they're moderate right, and then conservatives now are just very far right. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, when the only two parties that have most of the power within the country are like opposing the people's needs and wants and desires, and simply just like seeking power and control and all these things, and ultimately all we have is community. Yeah,
and that circles back to my broader point that the reason why, or I guess at the core of America, is money. When money was introduced into politics, when everything went downhill. And the reason why the Democrats won't do shit, the reason why the Republicans do all the shit that they're doing is to line the pockets of their donors, of the people that invested in them, you know, whether that be the super PACs that put billions and billions and billions of dollars, millions, whatever the fuck, I don't know, however much money into these politicians to do their bidding. Yeah. I think there's a staggering, now look, hopefully in editing you can put it up later, but some percentage right here of bills that get passed in Congress and the House are actually only for that benefit the people. Mm-hmm. The rest of that percentage highly, highly, highly benefits the rich and their donors. Yeah. And I'm gonna like AIPAC, for example. Yeah. AIPAC has their fucking hands in everything for the most part. Yeah. On both the Democrats and the Republican side. Now, how in any way is that fair or legal when you have one super PAC that donates to both sides? That kind of that's not really fair in any kind of way, because you know, you can just pull strings on this side and pull strings on that side, and boom, you have people that vote no on something like blocking bombs going to fucking, you know, Israel, and then using that to, you know, genocide poor Palestinians. Yeah, and it's money. Yeah, it's money.
It's money, and when you end up looking at this, at who's on what side of the wall.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I didn't know Israel was a fucking place until like 2020 or something like that. Yeah. I just kind of lived my life until they attacked Gaza and Palestine, and then that's when I figured out what fucking Gaza and Palestine was.
Yeah, and that was certainly a lot of people's wake-up call, especially mine. Yeah. But like I remember, sometime in high school, I heard the news about Israel killed people in Gaza, or there was something going on. Yeah. But the way it was framed, the way it was talked about, because I think it was during the 2018 March for Peace.
I didn't hear about that. I was really tapped out of all this.
It was like 2017, like between 2016 or 2018. But there was like a March for Peace in Gaza. Yeah. They marched towards the wall. Innocent women, men, children. And snipers were set up, and they were just fucking shooting people. Yeah. And like, pretty sure they killed a couple of reporters as well. Oh shit. but completely peaceful. And obviously the narratives, they try to spin it around, but like the way it was framed back then when I was in high school, it was confusing. It was so confusing. And at the time I was also like, I don't know anything about that, so I'm just not going to pay attention, which was a shameful regret, because now, I don't know what I could have done more, but like now it's also making up for that regret.
Mm-hmm.
For now, also speaking about these things and not just standing up for our communities, but to Jewish people who are anti-Zionist, and the Palestinian people that I've met here in Houston.
Yeah.
Like, everyone is here.
Yeah.
We're all immigrants. And I think that's a good spot to end it on.
Yeah. Agreed. You guys should check out Casa Bakery over here in Hogan Street, man. You should put up the full address and name of the restaurant right here on the screen.
It'll be somewhere.
It'll be somewhere over here, man. But these conchas are amazing. Actually, pretty freaking good. This one's chocolate.
Yeah, I love it.
I drink my coffee black. How about you, man?
I put some cream.
You put some cream?
Sugar. I needed a bit of a wake up call.
Yeah, yeah. You got a long night tonight, man.
My name has been Sergio Javier Valverde. Oh.
You okay, man?
Yeah. Burp. I'm a Chicano cineasta. I'm a filmmaker, writer, director of Los Plantas. You can go check me out. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to say them. They'll be on the screen.
I'm Eduardo Julian Rios. I'm in a band called Los Calaveras. I'm a photographer. And apart from that, I'm just a regular blue-collar worker, man. And I care about being a Latino and my Latino community. And yeah, just talking politics over here.
Oh, yeah.
We're just two dudes. That's it. We're literally just two dudes. And we care about being Chicanos.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to let you know. Andrew Tate, Charlie Kirk. Well, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.
Rest
in peace. Rest in peace. I will say it, rest in peace. But and then we have who else? Well, who are these fucking right winger douchebags?
There's a lot of alpha male masculine.
Yeah, the alpha male pieces of shit out there. Fuck all of them. But yeah, they aren't the only voices out there. And you don't need them to be masculine. They're not. They're actually all big fucking pussies.
Yeah.
I promise you. I promise you. Real masculinity comes from taking care of your family, taking care of your people, and caring about others, and protecting people that are vulnerable, not attacking those that are vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah. That's it. Cool.
Thanks for watching.
Yes. Pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I killed mine.